What's good viber? Thank you for jumping on this timeline with me right now to talk a little bit about time traveling, okay? I'm really excited to talk about this, okay? So, starting off, you beautiful being of light, did you know, like, everything we really see is made out of light? Obviously you did. Obviously you did, fam. Now, we just have a light and absolute darkness and those varying rays in between that we sense. And why, again, are we able to interact with them? Because of the electromagnetivity. I don't think I'm saying that right, fam, but you get what I'm saying. These polarizing energies allow them to not, like, go through one another and face, so that we have a really weird kind of trippy reality that we're living in. What's up, Jedi? With that being said, I have to say, did you know that if you really think about it, light is the fastest thing that we can supposedly measure at the moment? Don't you think that's kind of convenient? Okay, don't you think that's kind of convenient? It's almost as if, like, light and time have something to do with one another. And you right now are time traveling with me during this moment right now. Why do you think we got this little time bar at the bottom of the screen right here? What do you think that's for, okay? We are literally time traveling. And you might be like, well, Esther, I want to go back to prehistoric times and, like, meet the Egyptians. Well, fam, you already know that's all in our consciousness, which is a lot faster than time because it is timeless and infinite. You already know that. But while we're here on the 3D plane and we are experiencing it, we are bound to light and darkness. We are bound to light and darkness and that duality of polarities, because that is what we agreed to play on when we are here experiencing life on this earth, okay? And that is why, you know, things grow and get old and we're always progressing in time. And as far as we know, we can't really go back in time, okay? So really interesting stuff. And I also wanted to mention quantum leaping, because that is something I have been seeing in the spiritual community a lot, and it is something that I kind of wanted to address, that a lot of people think it's like instantaneous. And of course, anything that you believe is instantaneous, you have the power. We're all connected to consciousness, and everything is in that plane of existence. That is timeless. But you, my friend, you are still on the physical plane. So you are still bound by light and darkness and the polarities that are here with your flesh body as you're experiencing it. Okay, I mean, it's not the craziest thing, you know, but with that being said, even quantum leaping on the atomic level is not instantaneous. It takes a second, fam. When that electron is in the excited state and we can see the actual light that it is throwing off for us to perceive, like, okay, super cool, super duper cool, love it, but there's a moment when it is decaying and going back to that grounded state where it's going to reach a level of darkness which is not perceivable and also takes a little bit of time. And that little bit of time is there to signify that there's going to be a shift. Something is going to change, and soon enough, bam, it changes. Now, where did I want to go with that? Well, I wanted to go with that I am all for time traveling like this, and I've had my own weird experiences with, you know, the clock not really being what I felt like it should be when I have just been going about my day. But hey, man, hey, I'm still here to tell you that time is not just what we think it is. It's not like the hands on the clock that are slowly counting down to your death. But it is a measuring tool, as you know, a measuring tool for the, how can we say, movements of the polarizing wave that we are existing on. Does that make sense? That's when it's coming through, the polarizing waves that we are moving on. So, say for instance, just moving my hand takes a little bit of time. And I'm moving through space and time right now. You're moving through space and time with me. We're all going through it at the same time. Millions and trillions and quadrillions and sextillions of things are happening in this moment here and now. Woo! And while consciousness is what we call timeless and infinite, this world that we're living on, it is experiencing time. And it is not something as we would have loved to happen like this and super duper fast and everything happens great. Just like your manifestations don't happen usually like this, okay? If they do, it's a bit too convenient. I feel like it wouldn't be worth it. I mean, that's just me. But it seems to be a gradual shifting where you go through a period of darkness, and after that period of darkness, just like a rubber band, it flings you to a new level of perceived time for you to move around through space and time, moment to moment to moment to moment to moment to moment to moment. So right now we are just phasing through like all of these little electrons getting excited, going back to ground state. You know, we're all these polarizing sides are all intermingling and allowing us to interact with this reality so that we may best navigate through this reality and get to that end goal, destination, that life mission, that purpose that we are here for. So yeah, you're a time traveler and you're traveling right now through time. So am I. There's a lot more to it, and sure, there's probably tricks. There's probably tricks out there, Again, reality is kind of a dream, so wake up and have fun. But also be aware that, this moment right here is priceless. And it is so miraculous. And yes, every single movement you do, you are traveling through space and time. Isn't that wild to think? Literally every single moment. I could look at this leaf. It was once just a small bud on a branch, and now it is a shriveled up leaf, which is soon going to decompose with time, and it is just shifting through time with me. Just like we are all shifting through time, good viber. Again, these little atoms are doing their thing. These little everything here is just doing what it's supposed to do. So without taking too much more of your time, thank you so much. You can press thumbs up if you like this video, and honestly feel free to debate me and say what you will in the comments. I am open to learning more and understanding more people's perspective on what time is. I think it's a really interesting subject, and quantum leaping as a whole. I know I said they're the same thing, but I'm sure people have different opinions and views than me, so I would honestly love to hear what you think about this whole being a time traveler and quantum leaping through life. I would love to know what you are thinking, fam. And without further ado, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.